here I thought that I had all my sound muted.
BeyondATC.
As you all know, I'm not a professional streamer yet, and nor am I a real pilot, so you're gonna see some things that may or may not be to the correct degree. You may also hear a weird alarm pop up from time to time. I got meat in the smoker. So yeah, let's get into this, shall we? So let's pull up Volante here, pop this out. I'm gonna actually move this over here to the other screen so that I have it in a little bit better of a place. So we are flying the 737 out of DCA. As you know, my last stream we ended here in DCA, and we are continuing this livery that Wumbo made for us, very specifically for us. Again, a huge thank you to him for it. So we are getting there. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, we need to go align our IRSs. Down here. Let's actually go up here for a second because we are getting ready to rock and roll. So we're going to turn on our anti-collision and our position to steady. Alright, so logo light is not coming on because it is daytime right now, so that's not absolutely needed. So we're going to come back down here and we are going to start working on our FMC. So let's start working on this. FS actions, ground services. I'll switch this over to Jetway. We're going to have 129. Which variant did I take? I think, let's go return, payload. Okay, we have economy. And did I select? Yes, I did. So I don't need to worry about that. We have 129 packs. Our fuel truck is going to be 17360. Go ahead and request him. And we are looking at 3225 here and here. We'll go ahead and get them on their way here. Fuel trucks attaching. And might help if I type in the right amount. 17360 is what we need. All right. there's that. Did we already request? No, we did not. Let's go ahead and get the jetway on the way. And checking our system here, or our checklist. Alright, so let's go menu, FMC, init ref. We are at KDCA, Ronald Reagan. And we need to grab our IRS position. Okay, that is set. So let's go ahead and plug in our route real quick. We're going to buffer. Oh, route. I'm a little ahead of myself. KMSP. And it's going to be stall 6 for our flight number. And we are planning the 1. So we are going, now we get to put in buffer. And from buffer, we are taking the Q178 to DJB. From DJB, we're taking the J34 to VIO. And then we're going direct comma. And that'll be our first fix for our star. So let's go in here. We are planning the KORD 04 with the buffer transition off of the runway 1. And we are planning the 30 left, so we'll plug that in. Let's actually verify this with Simbrief, or I'm sorry, Navigraph real quick before we start talking about transitions and so forth. So we're taking that one. I just want to make sure that we're planning the right thing. So looks like the ILS does connect there. And we are taking the Killer 3 with the comma transition. Alright, so back here, activate, execute. That'll get us, that at least puts in a route for now. That way our top of descent is planned. Because as you know, all of this could change on us except the primary route. The primary route is buffer to comma that we plugged in. The SID and the star, those could change on us, but that is what we are planning. Alright, so let's go into our init ref. Our 0 fuel is 115.9. Our reserves is 0.5. So that means we've got let's see. We are looking at 16.9 for our fuel. Our cost index today is 7. Oops, might help if plug that in right. And our cruise altitude is planned for 380. So it's a pretty good idea as soon as you get your cruise altitude plugged in, that way you don't forget. Just go ahead and plug it in until you call for your clearance. Your clearance may change, but currently, because there is no traffic in BeyondATC, or in BeyondATC's mind, it's pretty well giving us regularly the climb via SID, which is great. I like that. So our runway heading is 007. So we're going to go ahead and plug that into our heading bug. Let's see. So we've got that. Let's go back to our FMC. Oh, and our cruise wind is 27504. 27541. Alright, so there's that. We'll go ahead and plug our N1 limit in after we get all our packs on board. Let's check our fuel, make sure that that's done, and then we can cut him loose and start loading baggage. Next page. 17361, we asked for 17360, that is close enough, so we'll go ahead and cut him loose. And let's go ahead and start loading our baggage. Alright, so let's go back to our checklist here. Get our yaw damper turned on. Let's go ahead and listen to the ATIS and get our altimeter set.
You have information, Mike.
Information, Mike.
Ronald Reagan, Washington National Airport information, Mike. 20210. Wind 290 and 8, visibility 10. Ceiling 8000 broken. 14000 broken. Temperature 27. 2.13. Altimeter 29084. Landing and departing runway 01. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Mike.
Alright, so let's verify our wind one more time.
Ronald Reagan, Washington National Airport information, Mike. 20210. Wind 290 and 8, visibility 10. Ceiling 8000 broken. 14000 broken. Temperature 27. 2.13. Altimeter 29084. Landing and departing runway 01. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Mike. Ronald Reagan, Washington National Airport information, Mike. 20210. Wind 290 and 8, visibility 10. Ceiling 8000 broken. 14000 broken. Temperature 27. 2.13. Altimeter 29084. Landing and departing runway 01.
We missed the...
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Mike. Ronald Reagan, Washington National Airport information, Mike. 20210. Wind 290 and 8, visibility 10. Ceiling 8000 broken.
I'm noticing that the wind seems to be about 10 points off direction, so we'll go ahead and click call for our clearance while we're sitting here, waiting for the baggage to load. Oh, Princess Tate! Oh, you already got one? Well, this one? You want this one?
No.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Washington clearance, stall 6 with you. Information Mike on board, looking to pick up IFR to Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Stall 6, Washington clearance. Thanks for Mike. Cleared to Minneapolis, St. Paul Airport, order 4 departure with the buffer transition, then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 125.65, squawk 1402.
Stall 6 is cleared to Minneapolis, St. Paul is filed. Hordo 4 departure with the buffer transition, then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 125.65, squawk 1402.
Stall 6, readback correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Ground on 217 for stall 6. All right, so we've got a clearance. Our clearance is essentially the exact same as what we planned, so that's perfect. We don't need to worry about that. Let's check our status on baggage. Baggage is good, so we'll go ahead and release them. Let's see. So our altimeter is set. We've got a clearance, which is one step ahead of where I should be. So let's go ahead and get our flight directors turned on here. I was told by Wumbo, he's our resident 737 guru, that I should arm my auto throttle now, but I choose not to, because there have been a couple of times where I have tried to arm my auto throttle at the gate, and by the time I actually get to the runway, it says no and turns off. So I'm not going to do that one. Just verifying while we're looking here, down at the bottom here we have 0.46 in the center tanks. That's not enough to really start the center pumps. So we're going to go up here, we're going to look at our fuel pumps. We're going to go ahead and get those on. Let's see, our APU switch, after those lights go out, to start. We're going to watch this bubble just to, it's 11 o'clock. So where I'm highlighting here, just to the left, we're watching that. And let's go ahead and get that APU going. Come on, baby, come on. There you go. All right, so it's peaked out. And then it's going to start falling back down. Oh, interesting. So let's get the APU generators going. And our APU bleed, our engine bleeds don't need to be on right now. Alright, so I will be right back, just in time to call for passengers. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Let's go ahead and call for those passengers now. All right. All right, so let's get those passengers on board. Okay, we've got 11. Not very many going to Minneapolis, St. Paul out of DC. And while we sit here, I just want to kind of give you guys a rundown. So, as y'all know, yesterday was Memorial Day in the United States. In the United States, we celebrate Memorial Day to commemorate the ultimate sacrifice of all those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice in service of the United States. Whether that's here on American soil or abroad. We ran a donation campaign and we were able to secure almost $800 in donations. It was such a it blew my mind at how much we were able to raise from such a fantastic community here with all the sim pilots, or those that wish they were able to fly with us. We can't thank you guys enough. Almost $800 between 4 streams to be donated to the selected charity was DV Farm. That's DV as in Dysfunctional Veterans Farm. We were able to donate almost $800. That's 8 times more than I thought we were going to make in donations, honestly. So thank you to everybody that helped out. Every little bit helps because Dysfunctional Veterans, or I'm sorry, DV Farm, their goal is to take homeless veterans off the street, rehabilitate them, and get them off drugs, get them off the streets, put food in their belly, give them skills that they can use to operate in the civilian community. So that's why I advocated, and we all decided that the donations were going to DV Farm. So if you ever get a chance, check out dvfarm.org. Like I said, that's DV as in Dysfunctional Veterans Farm .org. Just from my research, just a fantastic charity. In fact, one of these days I'm going to reach out to Mike or DB6 and see if I can get him on Discord to kind of give you guys a rundown of what DV Farm actually does. So look forward to that, and let's keep up the we'll probably see about doing another donation event come Veterans Day, which is November 11th of every year. So with that being said, let's check to see where we are with our passengers. We only got 48 more to go. So while that's being set up, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pre-plan our pushback. So we are going to runway 1, and let's close that out. We are going to finish that. We're going to zip over here, look where we are. I think we're going to just wind up pushing to, okay, so that's not such a hard angle that it won't let us do. So we'll go ahead and push back here onto Kilo. So set that there. Prep us for runway 1. We'll probably get taxi instructions for Kilos. Kilo down here to cut over onto Juliet, cross the runway, continue Juliet down, and at hold point Juliet, we are going to take off on runway 1. And then we got to be on it, because as soon as we take off, we have to bank left hard. We don't want a repeat of yesterday flying over the White House. So, all right, so we got 20 more to go. All right, so we'll go ahead and pull this in for now. We'll calculate based off of what we've got right at the moment. So we're looking at flaps 5 at least. That's pretty standard. Oops. Let's go ahead and execute that performance in it. We're looking at TO1 at least. Our cell temp is 50. Worst case scenario, we just come in here and change things just a little bit while the packs finish loading. So there's that. 134, 35, 40. That looks right. So we should be pretty close. Oh, come on guys, get on board. And there we go. We can go ahead and cut those guys. We're gonna go ahead and call for the tug. Let's come back in here. Let's see how much it changed. So our center of gravity is 19.52. Nothing changed really on our plan. So we're still TO1 with a 50 cell temp, flaps 5, 134, 35, 40, with a 142 BREF. So we're going to plug in 142 to our speed here. Not that it's going to matter, because we are going to let's go ahead and get our door closed. That's one thing that kind of slightly irritates me a little bit, is that on the ladder truck, it'll auto open and auto close. But with the jetway, it does not. And I don't understand why. So we've got a pre-plan. We are going to go ahead and turn on our window heat here. So we have nobody under the plane. We're going to go ahead and turn on probe heat, our hydraulic pumps. go ahead and remove our chocks since we've got the tug hooked up. Ground services. Go ahead and release ground power and remove chocks. And we are good to call for push. Washington ground, stall 6, ready for push and start.
Stall 6, Washington ground, pushback and engine start approved, face east.
Oh. Push and start approved, face east, stall 6. So we're going to stop that. We need to replan this because they've given us a different... Oh, I see. Okay. They want us right here. They don't want us to push back onto the... They don't want us to push back onto the taxiway. Alright, so let's get that tug back here. We're going to pretend like we know what we're doing. We're going to pretend like the tug has been hooked up the entire time, and there's my smoker yelling at me. So, pretend like he never left. Park brakes are off, and away we go. So let's go ahead and get into our engine start here. Engine 1 going. Wait until 20 to 25%. Wumbo advised that it's best to wait until it's at least 25%. So there's 24, 25. Fuel introduced. And there goes engine 1. Wait for that auto pop. There's that. Engine bleed on. Pack on. And let's do the same for engine 2. Engine 2 is spooling. Alright, tug is out from underneath. We'll go ahead and set our park brake while we finish the engine start. 20%. And 25. Fuel introduced. Oh. Gotta arm the emergency exits. Wait for that to pop back into place. We'll set this to continuous. Leon TV! Oh, no. Our donation drive was yesterday, Leon. But no, thank you. You missed the explanation a little bit ago. We were able to secure almost $800 in donations yesterday for our donation drive. All donations went to DV Farm, as in Dysfunctional Veterans Farm. You can check them out, dvfarm.org, if you want to know more about them. All right, so let's get this going. Yeah, what surprised me is we had one extremely large, undisclosed donor that made up the bulk of it, but still, almost $800 went to charity just from yesterday's stream. In fact, I'm still flying that livery because, wow, just wow. To be honest with you, Leon, I honestly, hand to God, did not think we were going to raise more than $100. So $800 is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. All right, so let's get back on here. We are out. Both engines are started. Both engine bleeds are on. Both packs are on. APU is off. So now that we're out, we're going to go ahead and arm that auto throttle. Let's see. BNAV and LNAV are now armed. Let's see. What else do we need to do? Taxi light needs to go on. So that's that. And I think we are good to go. Ground stall 6, ready for taxi, runway 1 left.
Stall 6, runway 1, taxi via Kilo 5. Hold short runway 4.
Runway 1 via Kilo 5, stall 6. Correction. Runway 1 via Kilo 5, stall 6. Hold short, runway 4. I appreciate it. Thank you, Leon. Oh, let's go ahead and drop our park brake here. Go ahead and get out on the Kilo here. All right. While we're taxiing here, we're going to go ahead and get our departure flaps set. Have a good one, Leon. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. And as always, thank you for the support. Washington ground, stall 6, holding short, runway 4.
Stall 6, cross runway 4 at Kilo 5. Continue taxi via Kilo 5, Juliet.
Cross runway 4 at Kilo 5. Continue taxi via Kilo 5, Juliet, stall 6. Thank you, Leon. Thank you. That means a lot.
Stall 6, contact Washington Tower 1 tree 4.35.
3435, stall 6. Washington Tower, stall 6, holding short, runway 1 at Juliet.
Stall 6, Washington Tower, wind 290 at 8, runway 1, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 1, cleared for takeoff, stall 6. I hate these sharp runway entries. Alright, so and away we go. So on this departure, because we've got that sharp left turn that we have to make, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, we are going to go on autopilot pretty quickly. So there's 80 knots. And the wife is calling, so give me just a minute. Once we get off the ground, I got to step away. Oh, I forgot to put in my takeoff speeds. Alright, so we're off the ground. Positive rate, gear up, and autopilot is taking over, or should be taking over.
Stall 6, contact Potomac departure.
Why is my autopilot not kicking in? Over to departure, stall 6. There we go. Autopilot's on. And making that hard left before we go. Before we go too far into the no-fly zone. There's the White House, there's the Capitol, Washington Monument, and the Lincoln Monument. We are out of here. And over here to our left, that's the Pentagon to the left and Arlington National Cemetery. Alright, while I step away, I'll let you watch the departure here. I'm going to turn on auto response and we're going to get the fuck out of here. Out of Dallas. Alright, so my wife is fucking weirdo. She wanted me to leave my stream, leave you guys, to go sniff her poop. Oh, I forgot to do this. Alright. So we are out of here. Oh, great. As soon as I go live and start my flight, there's an update to BeyondATC. Fixed issue with program getting stuck and repeating. Okay. Let's see. So, as you all know that BeyondATC is early access, so they're constantly pushing out updates based on reported issues. So the newest update fixed issue with program getting stuck and repeating the last spoken phrase over and over, making the problem or program unusable. Resolve the no active runway issue caused by low winds and certain aircraft types. Update aircraft type data to better match SimBrief aircraft types and fix some incorrect GA mappings. Logging improvements around ATIS, METAR, and logging bug fixes. Further null exception and crash fixes. More fixes for issues with push to talk for different configurations. Okay. So we don't have that update yet because it was pushed after I opened BeyondATC. So, oh, I suppose we could retract our flaps. Grab a little bit more speed since we're getting ready to hit 10,000 here. I suppose I could get our terrain map turned on. There's 10,000. We'll bring the landing lights off. And those are the lights that we need to have on. So we are officially out of the way. So there we go. And let's see if this works real quick. Let me get this here. That's just my smoker saying, hey, I'm a little too, or I have the smoker that tells me what it thinks the temperature is, and then I have another probe that tells me what it thinks the temperature is inside. So what you're hearing is it going off saying, hey, I think there's an issue. Alright, so there's the departure. We are coming up to buffer next, and that is about 18 miles away. Alright, we are reaching our transition altitude. We'll go ahead and set to standard altimeter. And at buffer, we are making a right turn, or correction, a left turn. And we will be flying north of Chicago. Is that correction? We're going to be flying north of Milwaukee. Oh shit!
Potomac stall 6500.
I forgot to announce that we were on departure.
Descend and maintain flight level 190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190, stall 6.
Stall 6, contact Washington Center 134.15.
Contact Washington Center 134.15, stall 6.
Let's get us all caught up. Or caught back up.
Washington Center, stall 6. Good day, crossing flight level 211 for flight level 190.
Stall 6, Washington Center. Climb and maintain
Yeah.
flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, stall 6.
That's my bad, y'all. Alright, I gotta step away. I gotta go spritz the meat. I'll be back.
Restaurant's annoying. Do you want an ice cream over? Want the chocolate ice cream? This one? So if I had brought my food to you, would you have smelled it? No. Why? We're in a marriage. You're spraying me. You're getting at me all sticky. I just took a shower. I'm not gonna clean the house for the next week. Not till I get paid. I'm not working for free.
Whoa, I apparently forgot to turn off the sound. Pilot Jaden, we're just past our SID on our way to MSP, and the block time shows, stand by here, let me pull it up. Our airtime, fuck, there's another update sim brief. Our airtime shows 2 hours, 15 minutes, and we've been in the air for roughly 30 minutes, so we're looking at maybe an hour and 45. Let's see, let's confirm on here. So 21:25 for top climb. Our estimated is 23:20, so 2 hours after we reach top of the climb is our approximate arrival. So let's see. We've got about another 8 minutes on our climb. And so we've got, what is that? About 2 hours, 8 minutes.
You want this in your bowl?
So,
Billy.
I got into flight simming back when I was in middle school. Not super heavy, mind you, but I had a math teacher who had a computer in his classroom that had Microsoft Flight Sim on it, and I always wanted to play it. What really caught my attention is that he took the Cessna, and this was like Flight Sim 95 or something like that, so absolute shit graphics, but the default airport, because back then you really couldn't pick and choose where you started, or that I knew of. So the default airport that you would start at was Meigs, which was out on Lake Michigan. It's long closed since, but he with the keyboard alone, he took off, did a circuit, and landed back at Meigs, and I just thought that was the coolest shit ever. So I just kind of fell in love with the science of flight, aeronautics, ever since. Now I was never really encouraged to follow the sciences really. So I got screwed kind of screwed myself by not following up on it. And now, ever since, I've had multiple flight sims. My last flight sim that I had prior to this was Flight Sim X, or Flight Sim 10, from Microsoft, and I flew the shit out of that. Since 2020 and the absolute increase in real sites that I get to see and fly in and around and out of, like if you missed the start of the stream or the departure, it's just by far hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times better scenery wise departing out of any airport really, than Flight Sim X. And so ever since this dropped, it's just been one of my absolute favorite simulators to play and to stream. So I hope that answers your question. But absolutely, this
Stall
is
6, contact Cleveland Center 124.4. Have a good one.
Contact Cleveland Center 124.4, stall 6.
Cleveland Center, stall 6 with you, fly level 330 for 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger.
So that's kind of a hard question to answer, Jaden, because going back to the fact that the scenery that we get to see outside the window in this sim is so much better than Flight Sim X, that I like flying the little stuff now, because I get to see more. I feel like I'm actually flying a lot more with the smaller aircraft than ever before. Right now, I'm doing a lot of 737-800s because this is my first payware study level aircraft, and so I have a guy in my VA who knows the 737 really, really, really well, and he started out as just a friend of the VA, basically, and after I started asking him questions about the 737 and trying to learn as much as I can about it, he decided that he wanted to join the VA. He wanted to be a part of our community, and he has been a phenomenal resource in teaching me this aircraft, helping build my confidence, because I tell everybody all day long, I am not a real pilot. I don't know how to fly this plane. Again, if you go back to the beginning of our departure, there's things that I forget to do that I should have done. and I catch myself. But right now, I'm kind of on a 737 kick for a little while, just so I can, for a lack of better words, pay it off to my wife. That way, spending the $70 that I spent to get this aircraft doesn't go to waste. So I'm trying to get more hours in it, more experience with it.
Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 128.45.
2845 for stall 6. Cleveland Center, stall 6 with you, flight level 366 for flight level 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger.
So you know, it's funny that people say that a lot. I love that people are trying to encourage me to get my PPL and go to flight school. I love that. I do. But I have what's called hypertension, or as everybody knows it, high blood pressure. And here in the States, FAA, or the Federal Aviation Administration, has certain criteria that you have to meet in order to get a PPL or a license, and I'm a borderline case, plus all the costs that are involved. I've got a wife, I've got kids, I've got a mortgage. You know, I don't make anything off of streaming, really. What you see down at the bottom or mid-screen, those tickers, most of that's there went to our donation drive yesterday. So realistically, I don't make anything off of streaming. So I can't afford to go to flight school and really follow that dream, if that makes sense. So medical issues and finances, unfortunately, are what's really keeping me back from thinking about going to flight school. Not that I don't want to. I'd absolutely love to go to flight school, but those are two big, extremely big hurdles that I would have to overcome in order to be able to go to flight school. All right, so we are officially at cruise. Let's see, we have about an hour and a half, a little less than an hour and a half before we are top of drop. You're absolutely right. Anything's possible. I could have. I'll be honest with you. I could have an angel donor pop in stream and go, you know what? I want to pay your way to flight school and dump a ton of money on my lap. And that would be great. But realistically, the chances of that happening are slim to nil. And I'm just trying to be realistic. That's the type of person I am. I can tell you, and I'm not saying this by any means thinking that somebody's going to do it, but if somebody were to come here into one of my streams, whether it be on YouTube or Discord, because my donations link is on both. If somebody were to dump, I think I did the math. It's $30,000 in my lap, just because, and told me with that $30,000 to go to flight school. You damn right I'm going to flight school. And that $30,000, I did the math. I think that gets me all the way up to a commercial rated pilot. And really, in a lot of ways, that's what you have to have in order to fly regularly and continuously. Because just having a PPL, yeah, that means that I can go rent a plane and fly, but even the rental costs do nothing. The commercial rating is what would get me a job in the industry and so forth. So. I wouldn't necessarily want it to be oh, hey, I have this, but I don't have the $150 to go fly for an hour. I would seriously turn it into a career. That would be my goal is if I had that angel donor. I have not heard anything about the A380 coming to flight sim soon. The 777, I know that PMDG is working on it. I know nothing more than that. But the A380, I used to fly the fuck out of that in FSX because I do in FSX, I liked flying the bigger shit because when I was deployed in Afghanistan, I would set up a flight plan, take off, set autopilot, go to work, come back, land the thing. I still like flying the bigger stuff, but like I said, I'm right now on this 737 kick because, well, I'm trying to pay it off. For lack of better explanation, I'm trying to pay it off to the wife. So I like seeing different cities and different scenery. I don't like seeing the same thing over and over and over again. I get fucking bored doing that.
Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 1 tree 4.475.
34,475 for stall 6. Cleveland Center, stall 6 with you, flight level 380. Hello.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger. Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 128.15.
2815 for stall 6. Have a good one. Cleveland Center, stall 6 with you. Coming up to Kozar, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger.
I do fly on Basim. However, I have been I've reduced much more of my presence on Basim due to the lack of coverage. However, if there's a large event coming up that I know I can attend, I will try and fly on Basim. So. Ooh, liver. Ew. So I'm kind of watching the clock. Because I'm trying to keep track of where I'm at in relation to my top drop, and I also have meat in the smoker that I need to spritz every half hour, and in about 6 minutes is my next spritz. And then we're going to have a long layover in MSP.
Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 120.775. See you.
25,775 for stall 6.
Negative, Cleveland Center on 120.775.
2775, my bad. Stall 6. Have a good one.
Negative, Cleveland Center on 120.775.
20775 for stall 6. Have a good one. There it goes. Good day, Cleveland Center. Stall 6 with you. Flight level 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger.
Let's see if this helps at all. Not much, but there, we'll sit right there. Alright, so when I step away here, I got a little setup to do for the second stage of smoking. Like I said, we're going to have a little bit of a layover here in MSP. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and end the stream there. I will come back though after dinner is complete. It is my day to cook. I love cooking on Tuesdays because ultimately I love smoking meat. And not in the traditional sense of how we mean it when all the guys are here. Oh, let's see. What did my duty schedule say? So let's change this. Alright, so from MSP we're going to O'Hare, and then from O'Hare we're going to LA. So be ready, because when I get back from cooking dinner.
Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 134.9er.
34.9 for stall 6. Cleveland Center, stall 6 with you, fly level 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger.
Alright, I will be back. I gotta go spritz some meat and prep for the next stage. Be back.
Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 127.9er. Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 127.9er. Stall 6, Cleveland Center.
Hello. I feel like since this is in early access, there
Just so my stream can hear me, I had to turn my microphone back on.
Hmm.
What's up?
I feel like since this is in early access, there should be an option to revert to older versions.
I mean, I agree with you. I just, yeah, yeah, I would agree with you.
So yeah, that Peter guy, he and I have the exact same problem, where it's sitting there processing and it won't recognize standby. Sorry, one sec.
Yep. Let's see, where are we? And we just crossed over Lake Erie. Skirting Toronto Center.
Cleveland Center, stall 6, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger.
Stall 6, contact 19.95.
Contact Cleveland Center 119.95, stall 6. Cleveland Center, stall 6, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger. Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 2675. See you.
Contact Cleveland Center 2675, stall 6. Have a good day. Cleveland Center, stall 6, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger. Stall 6, contact Cleveland Center 120.45.
Contact Cleveland Center 120.45, stall 6. Have a good day. Cleveland Center, stall 6. Good day, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Cleveland Center, roger. 6, contact Chicago Center 128.5.
Contact Chicago Center 128.5, stall 6. Chicago Center, stall 6. Good day, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Chicago Center, roger. Stall 6, contact Chicago Center 134.9 or 5.
Contact Chicago Center 134.9 or 5, stall 6. Chicago Center, stall 6. Good day, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Chicago Center, roger.
Alright, I am back. Meets on the second stage. We are looking at, what is that, 43 minutes till top of drop. So we'll go ahead and start planning our descent information. So we're looking at a reported 3010 for our altimeter for now. That could change on us. Can you go outside? Hey Bubs, will you let the dogs out, please? We're looking at a reported 3010
Gracie.
for that, because of the way BeyondATC, oh.
Dad, where's Gracie?
I don't know. Here she comes.
Come on, Gracie.
Because of the way BeyondATC is programmed, our star leads right into the initial approach fix. Therefore, most likely we will get the ILS. So we're looking at 3,000 for our altitude. So let's go ahead and set our minimums. I'm going to switch over to barrel because, or radio, because that's a lot closer. We're looking at 100. So that's when we're going to have to disconnect our autopilot and be ready to land. So we are planning the 30 left. They could change it on us, but like I said, this is all planning ahead of time. And we'll plan auto brakes 2. So I pull the wind. Let's plan auto brakes 3. That looks better. Just over 50% of the runway. It's a 9,900 foot runway, so like I said, we're just over 50%. That's where we want to be with flaps 40, reversers working, auto brakes 3. So we have a VREF of 138. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in. So 40 flaps, 138 is going to be our reference speed. And we are going to go auto brakes 3. We are, as far as I can tell, configured for our descent and approach.
Stall 6, contact Chicago Center 128.5.
Contact Chicago Center 128.5, stall 6. Chicago Center, stall 6, good day, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Chicago Center, roger. Stall 6, contact Chicago Center 125.1.
Contact Chicago Center 125.1, stall 6. Take care. Chicago Center, stall 6, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Chicago Center, roger.
Be right back. Alright, I'm back.
Stall 6, Chicago Center. Amendment to your route. Advise ready to copy.
Oh, shit.
Affirmative, ready to copy, stall 6.
Stall 6, expect killer tree. Runway tree 5.
Killer
Oh,
3, runway
runway
35,
35.
stall 6.
Alright, so let's replan all this. Runway 35. Okay. Let's close this out. So Dewey is that as 3-5. Oh, we are being vectored. Got it. Where's our... Killer 335. There we go. So now we gotta come over here. We gotta change this over to 3-5. Just a minute. I'm replanning my descent. Right, so yeah, that'll work. So 3010. Where am I at? I need to check this. Yeah, we're still 140 miles from top drop. That's fine. Still planning 40, 138 with auto 3. Alright, so what is our approach course?
Stall 6. Contact Chicago Center 135.55.
Contact Chicago Center 135.55, stall 6. See you.
0.5. Put that in there.
Chicago Center, stall 6, flight level 380.
0.5.
Stall 6, Chicago Center, roger.
And our approach course is 350. Perfect. That out. Right, so our approach altitude is still the same. Perfect. All right. Be right back.
Stall 6. Contact Chicago Center 133.3.
Contact Chicago Center 133.3, stall 6. Chicago Center, stall 6. Good day, flight level 380.
Stall 6, Chicago Center, roger.
Alright, I'm back. And still working on waiting for top drop. We are still looking at another, so that change put our projected on the ground 6 minutes later than originally planned. So let's see, what is our final course here? That, into that. Final approach course is, or final arrival is 301, so we're going to go ahead and plug 301 in our heading bug. So 230 at 8,000. Let's check our legs. And hopefully we have our LNAV on. Oopsies. Let's see how far off course we are. Not too far. Oh wait. I need to... Where the hell is Killer? Oh, there we are. So let's go back in here. Departures, arrivals. Oops, wrong page. Departures, arrival. The 3 for the 3.5. And we wanted the comet transition, execute. So let's here, legs. We want Beery. There we go. Let's get us back on course, shall we? So that puts our top of descent in 104 miles. I don't know why LNAV decided that it was going to disconnect, but there we go. We are headed to Beery now. Let's verify with...
Stall 6, please verify name of my next fix.
Stall 6, I show you going direct Beery, then to Robbie.
Okay,
Affirmative, direct to Beery, then to Robbie. Stall 6.
perfect. So that fixed our top of descent to being less than 100 miles. So, whoopsies. Whoopsies. Updating now.
BeyondATC connected.
Ah, fuck it. Let's replan this to do that then. Because cruiser left, PQ next, killer 3, comma, execute. Progress. What in the fuck? Right. So, I'll be there. Execute. There we go. Clear. Yeah. There we go.
Hey.
We're just going to do this on the original plan because I'm an idiot and closed BeyondATC. So we'll pick it up on the next one. Alright, so I fucked up. I closed BeyondATC. And so decided to go with the original plan because I'm an idiot and I don't quite know. Well, actually, let's see if there's coverage right now over at MSP. There is not. Damn it. So even trying to jump on BatSim makes no sense. No, I didn't know you could tilt it. I know you can take it off and put it back on, but no, I'm just sitting a little higher, is what it is. Yeah, no, this is the default view, and this is where I had it. And there's top of descent right there. What do you mean new? Oh, I can't. Okay. You'll have to show me how to do that when you have time. I'm going to be disconnecting after I get down and to the gate, and then picking up after I finish cooking dinner. From Control-Alt-1 will set your current view to your Alt-1 default view. Control-Alt-1. Okay, so turn that away. Alt-1. Oh, damn. Leon, welcome back, buddy. So I boo-booed. I accidentally closed out. See, I want to try and fix this, where if I hit my default position, it goes to this. Custom views, keybinds, you can do that for all your views. Okay. Well, I will sit down and get a little better, yeah. We are officially on descent into MSP, Leon. As you can see, there's a bit of a cloud cover. Let's see. Currently, the altimeter is being reported as of 1 hour ago, 3010. We're looking at 360 at 12, so it's perfect for the 35, really. Let's see. Scattered clouds, towering cumulus at 5,000, broken clouds at 7,500, broken clouds 9,000, ceiling is 7,500. Temperature is 66 with a dew point of 45, humidity of 46. Altimeter is being reported as 3010 as of 1 hour ago. I am on the Killer 3. MSP. So Wombinator is my one of the board of directors in my BA. What I was telling him is I am on the Killer 3 star standard traffic arrival route. Had to think of that one. And MSP is the shorthand for Minneapolis-St. Paul. Yes, it did tell me unable 280 at CMAC, but I cleared it. Steep descent after Hender. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's see, where is Hender? Hender is the next /280. Put it in your target speed. 280 for Hender? Is that what you're wanting me to do? It would be helpful if you were on Discord, Wombo. Instead of having to deal with...
I'm here.
There you are. Having to deal with...
Stand by, let me change my voice and video. Stand by,
let me also stream it to Discord so you can see without...
Microphone, speakers, boom. Okay. Let me mute the Twitch. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So where it says target speed 247 in pink,
Yes.
do /280 and put it there. That is
280.
your highest speed restriction on your star goes there. So your highest speed restriction is 280.
Okay.
And your VNAV profile is a good 2,000 feet above you.
Yeah, I see that now. Because I was waiting for you to get here and tell me what you were talking about.
Okay, your VNAV profile is catching up. Let it sit there for a sec.
Well, I'm also speeding back up, so...
Yeah, you're supposed to speed up because you're supposed to be at 280. If you look at the star, what waypoint are you passing right now? You're about to pass Hender?
Next waypoint is Hender, yes.
Okay. After Hender, you have a restriction. You have to be at 280 above 14,000. And so in your descent page, you have to set that up of what speed do you want to descend at? Like, what do you want your max speed to be? For you want it to be 280. You don't want to go faster. You don't want to go slower because that's your restrictions. And then you have
Later,
the
Leon.
next one is Killer. Bye. At Killer, you need to be at 280 as well. And then at Afton, you need to be at 250, and SEMO at 230. Highest one's 250, 280, so you put 280 in there. That's most, in America, that's very common to have 280 be your descent speed. Yeah, your VNAV profile is, you're good. Leave it there. It's not climbing. It's dropping, you're fine. Cause at
my profile is starting to come.
Yeah, you're good. Also on that second display, your radar display, the right hand side of that is your VNAV profile as well. Tells you in
No. I've known that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at that little triangle on your PFD.
No. I kind of figured that out on my own right here.
Yeah. Is your forecast page set up on the descent?
No.
Tate. That is for your VNAV profile. This is so you don't smash into the ground going Mach 7. And then just where it says ISA, deviation, and QNH, you're just going to put the altimeter of your arrival runway.
Reported 3010. Waiting for update to come through, if at all.
Well, you have to go to the main menu of your tablet to update it. But so like in your EFB and arrival, yeah.
3012.
Yes, sir. That's weird.
Oh wait,
you're on takeoff, bud. There you go.
0. All right. So let's replan this 1, 2. This.
Ooh, FMC's yelling at you. Oh, there you go. So just execute it. And then paste 3012 and ISA deviation QNH. Execute.
Okay.
Yeah, it only threw your VNAV profile. Yeah, see how it threw your VNAV profile off 200 feet?
Okay.
So that's just why you want to get that thing set up, because if you didn't, VNAV would bring you, when you're supposed to be 200 feet above the ground, you would have been touching the ground.
Oh.
If that makes sense. So it would have put you on the ground probably, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile from the threshold. Which a lot of the time is at minimums.
Yeah, but that's when I just hand fly at or about minimums.
Yes. But it would be, if you're supposed to be at minimums, you'd actually be at the ground.
Oh.
And when it said you were at 200, you'd really be at 400.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, the little things that I learned from you, of which I very much
Little
appreciate.
thing that I've learned after 3 years of flying it. Love it. I really hope they find a fix for me on BeyondATC. I'm wondering if it's just a me problem, because no one else is reporting the same problem. There's been 3 people that have reported it. One of them got it fixed just because it was their internet, and the other one gave like no other details.
So, I know this sounds like a dumb question to ask, but when was the last time you restarted? On my window?
Like your plane window, you're staring at your screens.
Oh.
There we go. I restarted everything. Restarted my computer, shut down my computer, turned it back on, reinstalled BeyondATC, went through all my settings, disabled everything that was a microphone except for my main one, reinstalled drivers for my microphone. It's done everything.
What about your router? Or
my internet's perfectly fine. There is no issue with anybody else's internet. My computer has perfect internet. Download, upload, it can ping servers. It's not the internet.
Well, you know what I mean.
Like restart my router?
I'm sorry, your modem. Oh yeah,
yes,
altimeter is increasing.
Set standard?
Oh.
Or set local? Well, no, what I'm saying is restarting my modem, restarting my router, restarting my internet is not the problem because there is no other internet problems. And I can ping the BeyondATC server through my command prompt perfectly fine. So, I mean, he even said it's an issue with how the server is receiving the information.
Well, and it's good that you posted it because there may be somebody out there that is experiencing the same, technically the same issue as you, just they don't know how to articulate.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And like you said on your stream, it is still early access, so there's definitely growing pains, not just with BeyondATC, but the services of which they use for their speech recognition and speech generation.
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, did that make sense how I said that Microsoft has absolutely nothing to do with speech recognition?
Well, it kind of does. The server that BeyondATC uses, it's not a Microsoft server. The server, though, is owned, like the company is owned by Microsoft. 11 Labs is a Microsoft company. It's like a subsidiary.
Oh.
Yes. So is it a server that is at Microsoft headquarters? Nope. But 11 Labs is owned by Microsoft. And so that's why when you said, like, oh, it could be an issue with everybody updating it, the server that BeyondATC uses to update and the server that BeyondATC uses to process speech are completely different servers.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so you're aware.
So it could be an overload of the 11 Labs server. It could be an issue with me contacting the server. I don't know. That is far beyond my game dev knowledge.
Just as a heads up, if you're at your computer, I don't know what microphone you're using, but there's a lot of reverb coming from you.
Yeah, I think it's because it's turned up a lot.
Now you're way too quiet.
Yeah, how is it right now?
Better. Keep going.
Now?
A little bit better. Keep going. Just a smidge more.
I'm going up a smidge more. How about now?
It's a dream.
Awesome. I wish there was a way on the microphone I have that you can lock the current volume setting, because it's just a knob on the microphone for the gain. And I wish you could just like press it to where like you can rotate it and turn it all you want and it doesn't do anything, because the knobs are super easy to turn.
Got it.
And so that's what I tried doing, is I was like, well, maybe it's something wrong with, like, maybe BeyondATC sees me as being too quiet. And so I just turned my shit all the way up. And it didn't. Just screaming at BeyondATC.
Hear me, motherfucker!
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so we are
800
officially
feet, turn landing lights on. So you're coming up in about 200 feet for your landing lights. Because the airfield elevation's 840.
Okay, so it's 10,000 to the airport.
Yes. Because then it's like, if you're flying out of Denver, which is at like 6,000 feet, you're turning your landing lights off at 4,000 feet AGL. So I would put your landing lights on now.
Okay, because I know the 10,000 rule because there are multiple third-party programs that I've used in the past. One that I used was hold on, I gotta find out if it's my mom or my wife.
Or both.
My wife.
My mom wife.
Ew. So one of the third-party programs that I used on air was between 10 and 12. You could turn your lights on and it counted as your lights being on correctly.
Mhm.
Unless you were in a GA, then it was 1,000 AGL. So,
The airliner I used to work for was 10,000 AGL. That's all my knowledge comes from the airliner I used to work for.
I know that.
So I mean, it could be very different in different parts of the world. It could be different per airliner. Now, are you really going to get in trouble if you turn your landing lights off at, or turn them on at 11,000 versus 10,000? No, I don't think so. But that's just something that I personally got into the habit of doing, was just 10,000 above AGL, because it also forced me to look at that chart. And it reminded me to look at my approach chart, make sure my approach was already tuned in and all that stuff.
Okay. That makes sense.
That if I got cleared for descent, I'm like, all right, cool. What time do I turn my landing lights on? Well, go look at the chart. Oh, fuck. While I'm here, I might as well look at my approach chart. So, I don't know. Maybe that's why
Alright,
that
so-
airliner does it. I don't know.
We're coming up to Stu and then GQ. I suppose I should look at my legs and make sure that there's no okay, so there is no discontinuity between GQ and Pigsy.
What approach are you running?
ILS 30 left. I don't know why that says,
Yep, we're going GQ. You need to be at 7,000 at a max of 210 knots at GQ. So you've got about 7 miles, 8 miles to lose 30 knots. I would open your speed intervent window and scroll down to 210. Just get your decel going now. Much rather be too slow than way too hot. And then I would just run a speed brake, because you're not slowing down. There you go. And then once you get around 220, you can send your speed brakes home. Is your courses and nav frequencies set up? 110 or 5? It's 110 decimal 3.
what you do to one side, you have to do the same.
Yup, and your course is 301. Man, you would have had a hard time when you press VOR lock. And then when you're done doing that, send your speed brakes home. Oh, they were already home. Okay.
No, I caught it.
There you go. I love that little sunshade, dude. Once I found out about it, you can actually see details of the ground and like the clouds and stuff. It just makes it look so much better. But I've been using the HUD a lot. The HUD's super cool.
I don't have a HUD.
It's in your PMDG setup, aircraft equipment. You can do it real quick. So menu.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna worry about it right
It'll
at the
take you
moment.
a sec. At Pigsy, where do we need to be?
VOR lock.
Boy, you're learning. Did you
So-
set up your 10 and 4 mile rings?
No.
No. How do you know
That's
when your mandatory flap setting is?
I do it by feel.
Alright. If I don't have the rings, I usually do it at flaps 5 once I've captured the localizer, flaps 15 once I've captured the glide slope, and then as soon as I hit the flaps 15 speed, I go landing flaps. If I don't have the rings.
Alt 1. Butthole.
Yeah, you can set up 10 custom views with that Control Alt thing.
So the control numbers, those are hard. Alt numbers are
Don't
custom.
think so. I think you can customize control and alt. Don't quote me on that. I've only ever customized the alt because I don't know the keybind to set control. Maybe it's like shift control a number. I don't know. But I'd rather not, like in the middle of a flight, I'd rather not start pressing shift and control plus numbers. Because next thing I'm just going to delete system 32 without knowing.
Right.
Frag required. No, it's not. Good.
I'm learning.
There you go. Flap 15, drop the gear. I almost pressed Alt 1 on my keyboard to fucking change my view back. Does that tell you how bad I want to fly?
Why aren't you?
Because BeyondATC is broken. Once you go beyond ATC, you're never going back.
Gear down, approach flaps, and I believe it was 138 that I had set. That is my... Haha! Look at that! I actually remembered shit.
What'd you do?
I actually remembered what I set my approach speed to, or my VREF to. Completely on profile. Look at that. It's gorgeous when shit comes home the way it's supposed to. I can technically start my APU spool, can't I?
I wouldn't. Is whack-a-mole? No, I'm not going to say that we're on stream.
Whack? What about whack?
I was just going to say what he messaged me, but it was a message, not a public thing, so I don't know if it's something I'm supposed to say.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to say it on stream, you can always DM me.
I could.
But whack is a dev, just like Cap.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm giving him all this information when he's asking for my IP address and my username and all this stuff. I'm like, here you go.
2500.
Can I have your IP
You got a straight in
address?
approach, disconnect autopilot, hand fly the bitch in.
Eat me.
You won't. How are you supposed to get better? If you don't actually, no, you know what? I don't want you to disconnect at minimums. Disconnect at 500 above. Just 500.
You don't think I can do it?
No, I think you can. This is how I learned. You challenge yourself. You do something, you're like, oh man, I really don't want to mess up this approach, so I'm just going to fly it down to minimums. Nah, challenge yourself. Because your minimum is
100 foot APU.
200 above. Oh wait, yeah, 200 above. Your minimum is not 100 above.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're not running Cat 2, you're on Cat 1, bud. Cat 2 and Cat 3 requires special training, and also the PMDG or the 737 is technically not rated for it, but that's fine. Yeah, 500 above. Disconnect that shit. Or just double the minimum. So instead of 200 above, what you're used to, go 400 above. Fuck, go 300. I don't care. Push yourself. Shit. If I was you, I mean, I'd try and go 1,000. But just those little things of like slowly trying to push yourself into more skill. And then a little hint is look at where your throttle positions are, and like on the N1, or is that N2? I don't know. So when you disconnect autopilot, you put your throttles back to that general area, so you're not going too fast, too slow. Critical phase of flight. Sterile cockpit.
God, just about every airport I fly into, different approaches, I get different views, and it just makes me love this sim even more.
Oh yeah. DC is by far the most beautiful approach I've ever flown.
Go back at the end of this stream here and watch my departure. I took off on the 1 and had to make that hard left. I flew right over the Lincoln Memorial.
Go.
I even pointed out Arlington and the Pentagon, the White House, the Washington Monument.
Disconnect. Oh, he's doing it. He's going full send, 500 above. Watch the poppies. Watch your glide slope. You got it. There you go.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. 30. 110.
There you go. I don't even care about the float.
Eight knots neutral. Retract speed brake.
60 knots manual braking.
Draw back in the flaps.
Good work.
And kill the auto brakes. Taking that curve.
Did you
a
not have
little
LRM
fast.
open? Oh, you did.
Yeah, I did.
315, not bad.
It's still in the window. It's still in the window.
I mean, it really only depends on your G load. That's it. You could touch down at 800, but if your G load is 1.0, you're fine.
Hey.
Good speed on touchdown. Yeah. Let's see what this G load was. G load of 1.25. Yeah, not bad. Take that all day long.
Sir, your auto throttle thingy is flashing.
Holy shit, it's Pete.
That's what I just said. Do you not pay attention?
I have
Nope.
streamer mode active on Discord, so I didn't hear anybody join, and you were really quiet when you said it.
Oh my god.
Coming down here to the golf gates.
I have never drunk so hard in my life.
Paw Patrol is after Rebels, see that? Paw Patrol?
Been on a 4-day fucking bender camping. Oh my god.
You gotta wait for Rebels to be over.
That explains why you didn't make the flight last night.
No, I was a bit out camping. I've only just got back. I went out camping.
You missed my most perfect landing I've ever done to date.
I was drunk and high as fuck, so leave me alone.
No, I'm just saying, you missed a very good flight by me.
Did you get one today, Greg?
Perfect landing. No, yesterday.
Where at?
DC.
Oh, we're talking about the DCA. We're being facetious. Okay.
Perfect landing. No, we're being not facetious.
Yeah, 1,737 feet per minute at 3.72 Gs.
Hey, I made it on the fucking ground.
Yeah, and killed everyone on the plane during it.
That's fine.
Oh.
On the ground.
Holy shit.
We're just picking a gate.
This fucking sucks. That is right.
Blinding the ramp agents right now.
Fuck them.
Fuck this.
I don't see anybody.
I love how we were taxiing with our landing lights. I gotta be able to see!
I do wonder what this shit was.
Oh god, everyone just got thrown forward in their seats. We're puking right now.
Everyone wants me at this time of night. Holy shit.
How many times do I have to
still
say
drunk.
it? I am not a real pilot.
Probably 2 or 3 more times.
Alright.
Yeah, because if you don't, Wumbo will proceed to say he's better than you.
Alright, and that is the stream there. I will pick it up. I will pick it up.
Oh shit, I forgot below.
I've still got plans for flight. Oh, what does my duty schedule say? If I can fucking pull it up here. From MSP, we go to Chicago, O'Hare, and then from O'Hare to LAX tonight. So, I got dinner that I need to start prepping for, so, as always, thanks for watching, and thanks for flying.